Yeah, I mean, it's just on any given night, any of those guys can make plays like that. And obviously, T's a great player. And it's just stuff we work on practice. And we had a really good week of prep. And we knew certain things were going to be there. And it's just like all of our receivers can kind of play different positions. So you don't know who it's going to be all the time. But T is the all guy today. And he did a really good job.
Trevor, you went to the tent early, but then you came right out and continued to play. Was there anything seriously wrong? Or?
No, nothing seriously wrong. Just kind of got like rolled up a little bit when I tried to slide on one. Just kind of awkward. So, but I'm okay.
What were the adjustments that you guys made to kind of get going there towards the end of the first half?
It was just there was a couple plays where a guy just kind of missed his assignment, or they had a weird front one time that we missed a guy on the edge on one of the sacks. So just something like that, just to go back up, draw it up, and see what we're seeing, and then make an adjustment. We did a good job of that. I mean, the guys, there was at least 3 plays where I was holding the ball for 4 or 5 seconds. I mean, they did a really good job besides a couple of those plays. And then one of them was on me in the red zone. I took a sack. So, but just all that stuff, I feel like we did a good job of coming back from those.
Trevor, what does it say to this team? Obviously, clinched the spot in the ACC championship game, and still came out and played this way. There was no letdown. There was no.
Yeah. Just shows that we're focused. We don't feel like we've arrived. We have a lot more ahead of us, and we understand that. So I think it showed some maturity that we came out and played well, even though we already clinched the division.
Trevor, how nice is it when you close out your home schedule with a dominating win, and from the fans that have been so supportive and also giving the seniors a nice send-off?
Man, it's great. I mean, those guys have been there 4, some of them 5 years, and we really made it a big point that we wanted to send them out the right way, their career here in Death Valley. So that was really important for us as younger players, and also the seniors in there. That was awesome for them.
Trevor, you've obviously thrown to a lot of good receivers, but what is it about T that just makes him so fun on those DBs?
I think it's just, for one thing, he's a lot faster than you would think he would be, just being such a big guy. He can run by you, and then just all of his cuts are smooth, and his routes are really good. And also, he can block really well. So you just never really know who comes off the line, whether it's a run, a pass, or what route he's going to run. I think that's what makes him so good. He makes things look the same, and just does a really good job.
How much of the success do you think is him going up and making a play, and how much of it is you putting the ball early?
I mean, I think it's always both. I mean, there's been times where he's bailed me out. There's been times where I put it in just the right spot. So I think it's a little bit of both, and just obviously we kind of build that relationship. I have a lot of trust in him. So if it's a play where I see he's got one-on-one, or I can squeeze it in there, I'm going to give him a chance. But I just trust him, and he's made plays for me. So I mean, it's just we have that connection, and I think it goes both ways for sure.
Having guys that can bail you out, how much easier does that make it for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's great to have guys like that. I try not to look at it as bailing me out. I want to put the ball in a good spot and also make good decisions. But, worst comes to worst, we get just man covered somewhere. I feel like we got a good chance of coming down with it whenever teams do that.
Trevor, now that it's November, do you feel like the offense is gaining the type of rhythm that you all seem to get this time of year as you get in the stretch run?
Yeah, I think that's something that we as a team and the coaches have done a really good job of. It's just making sure that we get better every week. At the beginning of the season, we weren't playing our best football, but that's fine. It's about getting better and who the best team is, at the end of the year. So that's something that we really pride ourselves on, is getting better and not starting off strong and then, withering away towards the end.
What is it about this team and the players and the guys on offense that allows you to continue to get better week after week and maybe not take steps back?
I think it's just the chemistry. All the guys really care for one another, and then the senior group is just what they've accomplished. They're winners, and those have been guys the last 2 years that I've looked up to and that have really kind of showed me, how to work hard and how to prepare and all those things. So it's just we have really good chemistry, and we all really just want to play for each other.
Trevor, this stretch here since the Louisville game, is this the best you've ever played here at Clemson?
I mean, probably. I'd have to go back and watch. I don't know about last year. I can't really remember at this point. But, I've been happy with just how I've taken care of the ball, and I felt like I've done a good job of just trusting the system, giving guys a chance, and that's always what I've wanted to do, is just get the ball to the guys that can make plays and let them do what they do. So I feel like I've done a good job of that. Obviously, there's still some plays like tonight out there that I can do a better job of, whether it's taking a sack or just throwing a ball away a little earlier, or a missed tee in the end zone one time. But there's always going to be those things, but that's something I look forward to on Monday, coming in and seeing, okay, I played good, but the can be something else I get better at.
Yeah, is that just something you see on film when you come in and you've done early in the season to now, to where you just said, okay, I got to do better at this certain situation and all that?
Yeah, I mean, it's like that every week. It's cool seeing, you know, when you do play well, going in and saying, like, man, if I didn't even have this play or this play, I could have had a great game, you know. So it's just like, it's cool seeing those couple plays where if I could just have those back, how good I really could have played. So every week kind of chasing that and trying to play better each week.
4 touchdown passes today, first time you've done that here. How does that feel to you? And are you surprised that it's taken this long for you to reach that milestone?
I mean, it's just, I guess it is kind of crazy to mention it, but I mean, that's just a product of what the whole team's done, defense and obviously the receivers and O-line, running backs, all that plays into it. It's not just me for sure, but it's awesome.
Can you walk us through that second touchdown pass to see where you kind of jumped up and got it?
Yeah, we had a double move and they played cover 2, so the safety started in the middle of the field and I saw him with the snap start flying over, but he hadn't been getting all the way over the top the whole game, so I figured I had enough space to fit it in there, and he had a double move on the outside, got the corner to sit, so I had a little window and just gave him a chance, and like I said, I just trust him and I have faith in all those guys to make plays. So.
Trevor, with the open date this week, just what are the things you guys are going to be focusing on to get better at as you get here in the next final couple games?
Yeah, I think most of our guys are pretty healthy, but that's always a big thing on open weeks is getting healthy and making sure that we're taking care of ourselves. And then also, I mean, I don't think I really have to explain the rivalry that's coming in 2 weeks. So that's always has a game that has a lot of juice behind it, and the whole state will be watching. So we'll be getting ready for that, and we'll just be ready to get back to work and really finish this season the right way.
Speaking of the rivalry, now that you can talk about it, what did you learn playing in that game last year, being a guy from Georgia? What was it like, and what did you learn about it?
Just, I guess, just the competitiveness of the game. It's just different with the rivalry. I mean, not in my first year in college, didn't really experience anything like it, and I mean, they really don't like it, especially the fans and stuff. So it's a fun game. There's a lot of juice behind it. It's always fun to play in a game where there's some emotion. So, but no, it's a lot of fun. It's cool looking forward to a game like that at the end of your schedule where, you know, we've had a great year up to this point, but we got another game, SEC game, you know, out of conference that we can really put an exclamation point on this season.
What have you heard about their fans down there, and how you guys are received when you come there?
Not very welcoming is what I've heard, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's a great environment. I've heard that it's great. It's fun to play there, and we're looking forward to it. We'll be ready.
You know, he asked about the Louisville game, but after the first quarter of that game is when things just kind of got in a roll for you guys, and 50 points and margin of victory and all that.
Yeah.
Was there something specific that you can point to that kind of changed after that first quarter?
I think I just got tired of throwing interceptions, honestly. No, it's a lot of things. I think we just started clicking, and a lot of that does start with me, just making better decisions, but a lot of other things, just being more focused. And I feel like I prepared all year the same way, but just having another level of focus in every practice and in every rep in the game has made a big difference for me. And then obviously, guys around me have been playing great too, and we've all made improvements.
Is there a different mindset or mentality